And spawning in the top left-hand corner of Abyssal Reef, we have our South Korean Terran player, the Red Terran, representing Shopify Rebellion. It is ByuN. The favorite player to win this event, to qualify for the main event. We'll see if he can. And spawning in the bottom right-hand corner, we have the underdog himself, the Dark Horse. He took down Zan, he took down Creator. Can he take down ByuN as well? We have the Polish Protoss for Offside Esports. It is Krystianer. And if you're in the chat, you know what time it is. It's Gamba time. Predictions are open. Place your bets on who you think will take the series. Best of luck. ByuN is the favorite player. But, I mean, so was Creator, so was Zan, and Krystianer. He has been popping up. What I should emphasize, though, different matchup, right? It is a different matchup. You do require a different approach here to your opponent. So I'm curious how Krystianer will approach this. Curious where he takes this. Let's go. Now, we did see Krystianer last night against Spirit, and I said it before, I'll say it again. I feel like Krystianer, he was kind of robbed that. Krystianer, it went all the way to the ace match, went all the way to game 3. It was very close between Krystianer and Spirit, and Krystianer, he was so close to winning that. He was up in supply, he was up in economy, he was up in almost every aspect, and then Spirit, he just went Super Saiyan and just went for this non-stop drop play, and he just pulled Krystianer apart, sniping base after base, mineral line after mineral line, and eventually was able to come back and bounce back in that game. But it was very, very close, and Krystianer, he was so close to qualifying. And we'll see how he compares to ByuN. ByuN also a very active player, very active, very bio heavy in this matchup, often going for drop play. We'll see if Krystianer can keep up with the speed of ByuN. Can he keep up? For now, double gas opener out of ByuN, going racks into a factory, delayed CC. I'm a little bit surprised that ByuN is going delayed CC on Abyssal Reef of all maps. This map is known for its long game, its mid to late game as well, defendable bases. But ByuN is being more assertive here. Now this can lead into Tank Banshee, can lead into Reactor Reaper Hellion, can lead into a commitment into Widowmine drops. ByuN has options. As it does move out. Does move out across the map. Krystianer back at home, just settling in. Take of choice, gonna be a Twilight Council opener. I mean, we saw this against Spirit. Every game against Spirit, Krystianer did open Twilight Council, but he did vary it up. We saw 2 Gape Link, 3 Gape Link, even 4 Gape Link Stalker as well. Krystianer did vary his tech, or I should say he did vary the execution of his tech, and how he got into the mid game. And how greedy or how aggressive he could be. Reaper does bust in, gets a probe. One probe goes down. Second probe as well. Oh, for the price of the Reaper, though, that should not have happened. Reaper does fall. Meanwhile, I mean, looks like ByuN, he was distracted. A CC is delayed. Nicely done here by Krystianer. Gets an SCV. He gets one. Takes down a Marine. We'll get a sell up. Oh, barely gets second Marine as well. 2 Marines and an SCV, delay on the CC. Nice damage here by Krystianer. He's not done. The second Adept has arrived. Going for the SCV. Won't quite get it. The Marine count is built up, and Krystianer, he will respect it. A backshot from here. Blink is on the way. How many gateways? We do have a second and a third gateway on the way, so 3 gate Blink out of Krystianer. Very safe play out of the Protoss. So 3 gate Blink into a third. You know, Krystianer pushing in. Takes down 2 more Marines. We'll get a third. Won't quite get a 4th Marine. So he does bleed out the Adept. Adept goes down. We spoke about the initial factory-based opener here by ByuN. Is leading into initially a Widowmine drop, followed by an add-on swap here for Raven production into tank production as well. So ByuN is gearing up. Here comes the mine drop across the map. Towards the natural. Krystianer is somewhat in position, and does he react in time though? He does. Does react in time. Ooh, I say that 3 probes go down to 1 middle-range shot. That should not have happened. So a bit of miscontrol here by Krystianer. Nice blinks. But still did lose 1 extra worker. And one of the Widowmines did escape in the Metamac. Escape, did get away. And can always go back in for even more damage. Speaking of boosting into the main. Does boost in. Krystianer, he does pull away. Trying to bait out the mine shot. Nice retargeting here out of ByuN. Does lay mining time. Auto tart harass coming in towards the natural. Medevac makes it out. So far, Krystianer, he's defended well. Has defended. It's secure. Back at home, ByuN still building up. Krystianer fanning out those stalkers, hoping to catch any kind of drop play, any kind of move out. Krystianer should be all over this. Rotating behind the mineral line. Probes are going to be going down. Oh, quite a lot actually. 5 probes do fall. And again, that is only for energy. The Raven does escape, does get away. 6 probe kills. At the same time, Krystianer diving in towards the main base, threading the add-on. Shouldn't get it though. I mean, I say that the add-on's getting quite low. Can he deny Stim? Up! He can! Stim goes down. The Observer gets away. Scan gets wasted. Very nice pickoff here by Krystianer. He will delay the move out. Stim, I mean, sniping Stim is insane. It's exactly what he wanted. I mean, shout out to the Observer. Oh, this time tank is in position. Krystianer, he retreats. Didn't lose any stalkers. Well, still rallying in though. A bit of a misrally here by Krystianer. Takes a bit of hull damage. Regardless, he's set up here outside the bases. Back at home, Colossus production has begun. A gateway explosion on the way as well. Photo tower gets cleaned up. Ooh, and the drop does actually sit by. That should not have happened. Krystianer not quite in position. Observer goes down. And this drop may just catch Krystianer off guard. You can see him now fanning out those stalkers. Does lead out a stalker. Okay. 6 Marines and a Marauder. Now there is an army in position. Krystianer tries to poke in. It's going to be deflected. Krystianer is going to be forced back. Does come across the army. ByuN, he breaks out. Stim is finally done. He's coming in with that drop. But again, Krystianer, he's ready. He has 2 Colossi, has Zealots, Chargeless, I should say. And ByuN, he will target down as many probes as possible. So he gets 1, he gets 2, he gets 3. 3 probe kills. Boosting into the main. Getting even more. Juking at Krystianer. Very nice movement. 7 probe kills, and there's no stalkers. There's no stalkers here. No anti-air. So very nice control here by ByuN. Despite there being an army, still got damage and didn't actually lose a single unit. Meanwhile, Krystianer is still building up. Massing up his gateway army. A bit of a misrally here by Krystianer. Probes know where they need to be. Now responding. Krystianer, he's the one moving out, knocking down those rocks. War Prism into the main. How well set up is ByuN? He's got 2 tanks. He has 2 tanks here. The rest is Bio. Vikings as well. Prism slips into the main base, going for a massive warp in. And the warp in will complete. At the same time, Krystianer pushing in. Tanks are looking exposed. And the boys have to be pulled. Tank boys going up. And the tanks, they should be targeted down. And the Colossus, they break through. The first tank is going to fall. What about the second, though? It's a lot of tank shots. And it looks like barely the army gets broken. Krystianer, he breaks on through, gets into the mineral line. 33 probe kills. 33 SCVs going down at the same time. Drop across the map. Krystianer, he defends, he attacks, he does everything, and he cripples ByuN. GG gets called. Krystianer takes a lead and is one game away from qualifying. Whew. GG. Just pulling ByuN apart then and there in one fell swoop. And he's one game away. Uno más. One more game. So getting into game 2. Again, ByuN just caught completely out of position. The Prism caught him off guard. Massive warping as well. He had to respond, had to react. That is all it took. Here we go. We're getting into game 2. It's going to be on ley lines. If we get to game 3, that's going to be on Ultra Love. Oh boy. And we'll see if Krystianer can close it out. ByuN's just like... ByuN, he's hashtag relatable. Ah. That one War Prism. It does it in. But it does it to the best of us. Ah. And here we go. We're getting into game number 2 and spawning in the top right hand corner of ley lines. We have the South Korean Terran player, the Blue Terran, representing Shopify Rebellion down in the series. We'll see if he can bounce back. We'll see if he can force the ace match. The pressure is on. It is ByuN. And spawning in the bottom left-hand corner, we have his opponent. We have the Polish Protoss player, the Red Protoss, representing Offside Esports. Again, he looked so damn good last night in yesterday's qualifier. Did barely fall short. Now he's here looking strong with a lead. Can he close it out? It is Krystianer. The sparkling tuna himself. Let's go. As we see both players moving out their workers, ByuN skirting around the edge. Interesting. You have my attention. The SCV does avoid the probe scout. Making his way across the map for an eBay block. It's been a while. It's been a hot minute. Krystianer's on the low ground. And ByuN has arrived to throw down that eBay and to delay the expansion. And he will just... Oh my god. He will just be able to... Krystianer pulls the boys, and ByuN will disrupt the opener of the Protoss. Now, there isn't too much regression on the eBay, thankfully for Krystianer. Wasn't earlier scouts. Behind this, throwing down his Cyber Core. Now, Krystianer, he was planning to go for the expansion before the Cyber Core. That's why the probe was in position. There's a cancel, and there's the expand. Again, slightly later compared to what Krystianer wanted. And ByuN behind this can race back home, and he's getting a CC on the high ground this time. Very safe expansion. Safe expansion here by ByuN, setting up. Getting into his factory. Go. And we'll see what ByuN can achieve if it does move out with the first Reaper. Likewise, Adept is in position. Krystianer, he does spot the Reaper as well. He is aware. Getting ready. Reaper dips into the main. And should get eyes on the tech. Going to be a Twilight Council opener once again by Krystianer. The Reaper will barely escape, but did at least scout the tech. I'm assuming. Not quite. Didn't quite get behind the mineral line, but as I mentioned before, Krystianer, he does typically open Blink every game that we've seen so far over the past week against Terran. And as a reminder, last game, Krystianer did open up 3-gate Blink into a third. We'll see if he does the same, or if he does cut corners, or even decides to be more aggressive. The Reaper gets behind the mineral line. He wants the probe. He wants it. He gets it. One probe goes down. One worker does fall. Behind this, ByuN getting to his own 1-1-1. Going to be a Widowmine drop alongside the Marines. Now, typically the goal here is for the Marines to get economic damage and for the Widowmines to zone away the Stalkers. That's typically how this dynamic does come together. assuming that the drop moves out with the Marines as well. Now ByuN looking to expand. Dad does spot this. And here comes our mine drop. Just with the Widow Mines. Marines are left behind to defend. ByuN moves out. Once again, 3-gate blink here out of Krystianer. 3-gate blink into the third. Once again, safe opener here from the Protoss. Oh, we'll lose another worker. That's 2 probes going down to the Reaper. Widow Mine drop into the main. Nothing quite in position. Krystianer, does he respond in time? There we go. Does have a warp in here in the main. Does start down the medevac. The Widow Mines, they do get unloaded. And Krystianer does pull away in time. Blink is not quite done. The retargeting. Ooh, getting 2 probes. ByuN getting the most out of that Widow Mine. Gets 2 workers. The medevac is still alive. Can always go back in. Speaking of, he will. Krystianer, does he notice? Oh, he does. Whew. Oh no! Calm down. Does notice and will pull away his workers. Nice retargeting. Just 9 more mining time, being as annoying as possible. Getting 3 probe kills in total. Medevac does escape. Now we can settle in. Now, the last time we were in this kind of game state, Krystianer, he was able to deny stim and blink into the main, or didn't even have to blink, but did deny stim. This time he's moving out, but ByuN is being more proactive. Auto-target harass into the main, 2 more probes. The armies, they do miss each other.
Gangway coming through.
Army somewhat exposed, they do engage. Medevac goes down, nice pickup. Krystianer, he does have to disengage, has to get the hell out of here, picking up more Marines. Oh, Observer gets sniped. Observer does go down. But ByuN, he has to retreat, he has to back up. Sieging up on the high ground. Stalkers, they bypass the main army, coming in from behind. Oh, if Krystianer's not too careful, he's going to get surrounded. It goes straight to the... He's crazy! Goes straight to the main! Marauders are lying in wait, and Krystianer, he's going to lose some of these Stalkers. He's going to try to recall. And... oh, we'll lose 1. Whew. That was crazy. That was a very bold move out of Krystianer. That could have been so much worse for him. Thankfully, Krystianer, he only loses 1 Stalker. Gets the hell out of there. That does buy time, but I don't think ByuN was going to move out anyway. Stim just now finishing. Just fire back into the main. Nice snipe on the Widow Mine. 2 probes going down. Krystianer just trying to slow down the push. Picking up Marine after Marine. I mean, nice pickups. Does pick off 2-3 Marines. Slowing down the army. Tanks do siege. Krystianer, he respects it. Charge is done. Once again, nice target firing. Takes down the Widow Mine. Gonna be diving in. The tanks are exposed. He's gonna get 1. He's gonna get both. Both tanks go down. Massive pickups. Both Widow Mines as well. No, the single shot goes off. Krystianer, he shuts down the army. He has momentum. ByuN is racing back home. Again, he lost 2 tanks and 3 Widow Mines without a single shot going off. Was called out. Has 2 Widow Mines left. Under the army. Krystianer, he's sent to dive in. Ooh. Cells to take a little hits to the face. Krystianer trading with the army. Boys are being pulled. And ByuN, can he hold on? Up, the Widow Mines. One of them does burrow. Shot goes off in the sentry. Army breaks out. The Immortal is exposed. The Immortal should fall. Yeah, rough rally there from Krystianer. That should not have happened. And ByuN, he survives. He survives, takes down the Immortal. Does cost him 4 SCVs, but he takes his 3rd. His throw base getting up and running. Krystianer, he does reinforce with charge lots. Krystianer doesn't quite have enough to push in though. Going for a Zealot run by instead, slipping into the natural. Main army gets distracted. Zealots they bust in. SCVs are going down. ByuN getting pulled apart a little bit here. Even bleeding out Marauders. Yeah, not a bad trade from Krystianer. Auto charge into the main, gets cleaned up. Army poking in. Krystianer once again going for another Zealot run by. Colossus production has begun. Ooh, Krystianer has to get the hell out of here. Yeah, the Marauder count is too high. Marauder count is far too high. ByuN, he's survived into the mid game. He's made it through. Krystianer, he's hoping to distract the main army once again. He's ready with the Zealots. Krystianer poking in. Who distracts who? Zealots distracted on the right hand side. Krystianer pushing in towards that mineral line. Doesn't quite get in. And ByuN defends. Bit of a missed rally, but okay. This time Krystianer does notice. Pulls away in time. The Colossus doesn't meet the same fate as the Immortal. ByuN is looking for the Observer. Alas, there is none. Krystianer on a solid economy. Second Robo's on the way. For double Colossus production, or even Disruptor. I mean, what I'm a little bit concerned by here is that Krystianer doesn't really have much splash damage. He's only got only two Colossi. And ByuN is building up a terrifying army here with Mass Marauder, with Ghosts, Vikings. Krystianer, I feel like, is quite heavily reliant here on the Zealot drop. But the army is not distracted. Zealots they drop in, ByuN is in position, and Krystianer doesn't really have a counterattack set up. And the Prism is going to go down. Oh, okay, barely will escape. Barely gets away. But typically you do want something to keep, or just peel away the attention of the defending player, of the Terran. Prism recalls back home. Disruptor production has begun. But still a very low Disruptor count for Krystianer. In a head-on fight, I do favor ByuN. At least until the Disruptor count gets higher. There's only 2, soon to be 5 Disruptors. Krystianer, he's getting there. It's also a bit of an awkward army. Like, Krystianer, he's gonna have 5 Disruptors, but he has Mass Zealot. So, hopefully no friendly fire. Can be quite awkward to control. Nova goes off. Oh, friendly fire. That's what I spoke about. Friendly fire. The composition doesn't really mesh too well here. As Nova's closed the distance, but so do charge lots. Goes else into the main. Warping doesn't complete. Krystianer going for the forward base. Nova goes off. Ooh, nice splits. Nice splits towards the end. One Ghost goes down. The Novas had potential, but they've dealt with. Prism gets zoned away. Viking shut it down. There's once again better connections. 9 SCVs going down. Krystianer trading well, but will bleed out 1 Disruptor. Oh my god. Nice Nova. Gets another Ghost. The Ghost count is being thinned out. There's 1 Ghost left in the main army. So the run by will take some mine shots to the face. Yeah, the little mines are brutal. Main army pushes in. Where are the Novas? Oh no! Oh my god, massive connection! The Novas, they get the final Ghost! Ay, ay, ay. Krystianer handling his balls well. But once again, oh my god, once again, they just keep connecting. Someone stop this man. They keep popping off. ByuN, he is keeping up though. is holding on over to get into the mineral line. Once again, massive connections. Oh god. Disruptors are starting to go down. Nice split here by ByuN. Does fall behind in supply. Krystianer keeps going. Behind this, Colossal production back underway. Just bullying the ground army. Time and time again. Once again, no more ghosts remaining. And at a certain point, Krystianer, he can just commit in. I say that reinforcements have arrived. Disruptors getting exposed. Colossus, they do come in. And once again, oh my god. The Novas are good enough. Disruptors a little bit exposed. Getting into the mineral line. Vikings forced to land. Krystianer is running out of his gateway army. Forced to recall. Instead, we just see a big counterattack. ByuN forcing back Krystianer. Whew, and ByuN holds. This one run by forced the recall. He holds on. Saves the planetary. Forced the mule. Muling very hard here. But Krystianer is not stopping. Krystianer, he's lacking warpins. Remember, recall was just used. Base trade. We're going for the base trade. There's no more recall. The mine shots. Oh no! Oh my god. Connections are brutal. Krystianer is pushing in. Has a mineral bank. One disruptor is going to be going down. Marauders are coming from behind. Again, this army is quite fragile. ByuN is racing back home. Did take down an expansion. CC falls. And Krystianer is going to be collapsed on. He has to get the hell out of here. The Novas are okay, but has he overextended? Zelsa arrived just in time. Krystianer, he can take the fight. Chasing down the Marauders. Colossus are going to go down. Oh, just one, though. The other does survive. And Krystianer, he's maxed. He's doing it. Oh my god, he's doing it. The Novas, they just keep connecting. GG gets called, and Krystianer, he will overwhelm, and he will take the series 2-0. Qualifying for the LiuLi Cup 2024 Grand Finals. GG. Oh my god. GG, well played, Krystianer. He will take the series, will take the 2-0, and he will be a part of the main event. My condolences to ByuN. ByuN, he was the favorite player coming into this tournament. I know I was giving some praise to players like Zan, players like Creator, players like Alasia, but ByuN, he was the one that was destined to make it through this qualifier. Alas, it wasn't another Korean that stopped him, it was Krystianer. It was a Krystianer, the sparkling tuna himself. GG, well played. Does make it through, does qualify. Very impressive, very impressive. Congratulations. Just messaging Krystianer. I'm telling you, you came so close yesterday versus Spirit. GG. GG, well played, but very impressive play there by Krystianer. My condolences to ByuN. Again, ByuN, he is an amazing player, definitely, but alas, did have a rough performance here against Krystianer. Again, I mean, it wasn't even just the Purification Novas or the Disruptor control of Krystianer, but on top of that, even before that, we saw just the split, the harass, of course, the split pushes here from Krystianer, pulling ByuN apart, left and right, both in Game 1 and in Game 2. GG. GG, well played. Ooh. Hold on, Andy. Krystianer, he's like, I should have qualified yesterday. Yesterday was an easy bracket. I'm like, what do you mean? You 2-0'd ByuN and you 2-0'd Creator. Easy. Kappa. GG though. GG, well played. And with that, congratulations to Krystianer. And now we have our final lineup here. Oh boy, I do need a moment to refresh that Wikipedia page. Do need a moment. And let us catch up. Okay, from the top. From the top here, oh, hold on, un momento. So we have the ESL brackets. Bam, there we go. Okay, we have our lineup. So we have our initial invited players. For those that are curious, what is the LiuLi Cup, or LiuLi Cup, my apologies. It is an event that has been organized by Saber, and it is a 7,000 USD prize pool, a hefty prize pool here. It's one of the big major events occurring here in January, and we have our invited players. We have Hero, we have Jeshi, we have MaxPax as the 3 Protoss players invited. We have Clem and Oliveira as the 2 Terrans, and we have 4 Zerg players in Dark, Raynor, Rogue, and Cyril. So those were our initial invited players. Again, some good representation when it comes to the European region with MaxPax, Clem, Raynor, and Cyril. Likewise, the Korean region with Dark, Rogue, Hero, and then of course the rest of Asia region with Oliveira and Jeshi. So we have our invited players, and then we had our qualified players. From the Asia qualifier, we have Gumiho, Shin, and Solar. We had 2 Zergs and a Terran making it through that Asia qualifier. We had from the European qualifier 2 Protosses and a Terran with Mana, Skillus, and Spirit. Again, Mana was a crazy one. If you recall, we had a final qualifying match between Mana and Estrella. Estrella came so close to qualifying for this event, but Estrella was denied. Instead, Mana rose up and took his place. And then the final qualifier, the global qualifier, Krystianer did, of course, just take down ByuN, and Krystianer is the final qualified player. In the end, we have 6 Protoss, 4 Terran, and 6 Zerg taking part. A very hefty lineup here. Again, as I mentioned before, at least in my mind, the one player that's missing here is Showtime. But I mean, it's the start of the new year, so it's very possible that some players were otherwise celebrating with their families or taking some time off coming into the new year. Players like Showtime were MIA for the qualifiers. Players like Big Gabe and Lambo as well from the European regions. So there were some players that were otherwise preoccupied, otherwise missing. But regardless, still a very strong and very terrifying lineup. I think some people may see this and be like, oh, like players like Mana or Krystianer that are a little bit less high of a profile here than others, but they fought hard. Again, Mana took down Estrella, Krystianer took down ByuN. They earned their spots. Did earn them. Likewise, Skillus was popping off, Spirit as well. So very nice lineup of players. And the main event should be next week. Should be in the coming week. Just need a moment here to double check the calendar and double check the brackets. But we are going to be casting it. Of course, we're going to be casting it on our channel here on the CranKy Ducklings. The main event is going to be taking place on the, let me just double check, on the 8th of January. So 4 days, less than a week. I guess 5 days. So 5 days away, just under a week's time, we're going to be getting into Group A, followed by, of course, Group B, C, D thereafter. I believe these are GSL groups, not round robin. Let me just double check. Yes. These are going to be GSL groups, and I'm sure in a couple of days the groups are going to be announced. As for the time being, the groups have yet to be seeded. So we don't know what the groups are going to be looking like yet. We soon will find out, I'm sure. And again, each broadcast day is going to be one full group. So again, going to be a bit of a GSL format in a sense. I believe all games are going to be casted. There's going to be some long broadcasts. Let me tell you. 5 best of 3s. And again, that all begins on the 8th. Catching up. PvP finals. We'll see. We shall see. Meanwhile, if you enjoy the broadcast and if you want to tune into more of us here on the CranKy Ducklings, then you can check us out here. As you can see, our schedule this morning, this was our second broadcast of the day. This morning, we were live with the Homeowner versus Latino America events, the Latin American community, if you will. We just wrapped up with the LiuLi Cup and LiuLi Cup even. And tomorrow on Saturday, we have a bit of a lighter schedule, thankfully. It's been an intense week, as you can see. It's been it's been a busy week for us, and I mean, we still cast every day, of course, but a little bit less so over the weekend. You can see on Saturday, in less than 24 hours, we're going to be live with Master Coliseum with Group D. The final group of Master Coliseum is split between Saturday and Sunday. So 3 matches on Saturday, 3 matches on Sunday. For Master Coliseum, these are not GSL groups, they're round-robin groups instead. Round-robin group stage. And Master Coliseum is going to be featuring, let me just double check, is going to be featuring Clem, Oliveira, Spirit, and Zaun. Ooh, 3 Terrans and a Protoss. So best of luck to all those players. Of course, we're going to be covering that here on the channel, again, in less than 24 hours, 9 p.m. KST, or your own local time zone, time slot, whenever that is. Likewise, we're also going to be covering the OSC bracket D. The OSC qualifier bracket is going to be over the weekend as well. It's going to be, I guess, technically Monday morning. Like Monday, like midnight KST, around that time. It's going to be a close broadcast. Basically, we're going to be casting Master Coliseum on Sunday. That's going to lead right into the OSC bracket. So that's going to be quite intense. Very, very close. Cutting it close, but it's going to be a long broadcast over the weekend, at least on Sunday. So yeah, if you enjoyed the broadcast, again, tune in less than 24 hours. Consider following us as well on all the social medias, Twitter, Facebook, Instagram, YouTube, and Discord, all things like CranKy Ducklings. If you are curious, if you want some more CranKy Duckling, we got you there. Meanwhile, when it comes to our tournaments, as you can see here, hold on, as I should just post the socials in the chat. When it comes to our tournaments, Sea Duckling Open, Masters 1 Open, and Sparkling Tuna Cup, these events are currently on hiatus because January is so busy and because we wanted to take a bit of a break for the holidays. Our events are on hiatus until the end of the month. So our typical events that you see here, we're going to be taking a break. Going to be taking a small break. They're going to be coming back at the end of January. But don't worry, because that doesn't mean that we have less to cast. It's because we have so much to cast. It's so don't worry. Plenty of content on the CranKy Ducklings. And again, if you want to support these events, then you can support us via Patreon. As I do quickly switch our scenes over. And you can see the goal of Patreon underneath Krystianer's name. You can see there our current goal is to reach 400 USD a month. That will allow us to pay out top 4 in our tournaments. Currently, our tournaments are very top heavy. Our tournaments are only top 2. If we can reach our next goal, we can spread the love and pay out top 4 as well. And fun fact, I am still quite impressed here by Krystianer, but Krystianer, he is a very, very active player in our tournaments. There's a reason why earlier I was calling him the Tuna, because our tournament is called Sparkling Tuna Cup, and Krystianer, he has won the most Sparkling Tuna Cups out of any other player out there in the history of our tournaments. And again, because he's been so active, because he's been on that grind, he has been improving over time to this point, to the point where he's taken down players of the caliber of Creator and of ByuN and of Zaun. It's impressive. Again, Krystianer, he has been improving quite a lot over the past 2 years. 2 to 3 years has been progressing and improving over time. A bit of a slower rate of progression, but we have been able to bear witness to that. And yeah, impressive stuff here as Krystianer, he's kind of making his way up the ladder amongst the European players, amongst the European Protosses. With that, GG, well played. Again, if you want to tune into more of the CranKy Ducklings, you can follow us on YouTube. We do upload on a daily basis, plenty of content on YouTube, so YouTube is the place to be. Otherwise, we live stream everywhere else. We live stream on YouTube, on Twitch, on TikTok, on Facebook, on Kick, on all things CranKy Ducklings. Otherwise, thanks so much. I am very worn out. I didn't sleep well today. I guess it's because I casted this morning. And I usually try to nap in between, and I did, but like I think I slept only like 2 hours, and I was hoping for like at least 4 hours sleep. I didn't quite get it, so I'm a little bit fatigued, but it's fine. It's fine. At least tomorrow we only have 1 cast, so I can sleep in, hopefully. I can try to sleep in. Tomorrow, because we only have one cast, I do plan on streaming on my personal channel. I'm either going to have a ladder stream or play another game. Especially because it's the weekend, or sorry, because it's the holidays. I have been playing through some Spider-Man, if you're curious, leading into the release of Spider-Man 2 on the PC. So just been enjoying some other games. Otherwise, I might just smudge on the ladder as well. So if you're curious, follow me on lat_VIP. We'll be streaming tomorrow. Otherwise, with that, thank you so much. Thanks so much for watching. Thanks so much for tuning in. We do appreciate it, and we will see you next time. See you next time. Hasta luego. Ciao. Bye. Ciao. Hasta luego. Stick around. We're going to be giving another StarCraft streamer a raid. Give them some love. Give them some love.